am playing the small recital of Rag Lalit, it's morning Raga, just short alap, then we'll start our session. Swaras are Ni, Komal Re, Ga, Suddhma and Tivrama both. Then Komal Dha and again Ni. So there is no Pa and Komal Re is there, Komal Dha is there. Okay? Which both of the Madhyam, Suddha Madhyam, Tivra Madhyam. Ni Re Ga Ma Ma, that is 2 Ma, Dha Ni Sa. Yeah, Ni Re Ga Ma Dha Ni Sa, but 2 with 2 Ma, Re Komal, Dha Komal. Okay?
Which rag?
Lalit.
Okay, thank you.
ये फैन को बंद कर दिए, आवाज कर रहा है. हाँ, one of this is sounding.
Excuse me, sir.
हाँ जी.
You may please repeat that notes.
Ni, Komal Re, Ga,
Ga is there.
Ma, Suddhma. Okay.
Ga, Ma,
Then Tivrama.
Oh, Tivrama.
Then Komal Dha.
Komal Dha.
Ni, Sa. Okay. This is just.
So both.
Yeah.
Okay. So both forms of Ma and both forms of Ni.
Ni Sud only.
Oh, Ni Sud only. Okay.
Both form of Ma.
Ma.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
हाँ, अभी ठीक है. हाँ. बाकी का ऑन कर दीजिए. ओह. देन फिर रहने दीजिए, फिर बाकी गर्मी होगी ना सबको. I took this raga because it will be example for our theory today. that this is among the only few ragas in which we can use the same note of two versions, like Ma, Suddha, Ma, Tivra together. Otherwise, in any Hindustani raga, we either have any of the one form of the note. If it is a Suddha Ma, then there will be no Tivra Ma at a time. Or if there is a Tivra Ma, there should be no Suddha Ma same time. Okay. But only this raga we play with both of the Madhyam, and like another raga is Jog, where we play both of the Gandhar together. And another example can be Miyaki Malhar, where we play two Ni together. So these are among the very two or three few ragas where we break this protocol. Else for all the ragas, the protocol will be what we are going to discuss later on. Okay. So it was Rag Lalit, and it has a beauty with two Madhyam. When I play this is Suddhama. After this we go Tivra Madhyam. Ma, ma. Again coming back to Suddha Madhyam. For coming down we use Tivra Madhyam. Okay? Anyway, it's a very advanced raga. We don't need to learn everything about it. Just only I wanted to give an example that few raga has this kind of tendency where the same note of two variation we can use at the same time. Okay? Yes. Okay. So the topic for today is a raga and its improvisation. Okay. Till yesterday we were practicing and learning the techniques, all kind of techniques like laya and then sliding, tonguing, all these kind of things. Now it is time to use them properly. Okay. So before we jump into the directly playing the raga, alap, jor, jala, we should know some definitions which is important in the ragas, and also some part of Indian classical music performances. Okay. What is Drupad and what is Khayal? Then we'll go and start with some playing some raga. So first of all, how we can define the raga? There can be many definitions. The practical definition that I can say is we have 12 notes. Out of them 7 are major and 5 are minors. Minors are Komal 4 and 1 is Tivra. So out of these 12 notes, we will be choosing some notes. Okay. And throughout the time we will improvise and we will play only from those notes only. Okay. That is a very thin definition of raga. Okay. Just a upar kind of thing. But actually what is the purpose for doing that? Why we are selecting some notes out of 12 and why I am only improvising in those notes? Okay. So there the answer comes with the perfect definition. So the definition of the raga says Ranjayati iti raga. Ranjayati iti raga. That means Ranjayati means mood. So the thing which creates the mood, that is a raga. Okay. So ultimate objective of playing the raga is to create that particular mood. Okay. If somebody is saying, okay, I am going to play Bhimpalasi, if I am going to play Miyaki Malhar, what is the objective? The objective is to create that mood which we can feel that one when somebody is playing Bhimpalasi or when somebody plays Miyaki Malhar. So that mood is the ultimate thing when we are playing the raga. Now the mood depends on the notes. Okay, each note has its effect on the environment. Like Sa, it has it up on effect, Komal Re, Sudh Re, and when they mix up with the other notes, they create the mood. So if I want a particular mood, then I should know that these are the notes which can create that mood. If I play any notes out of them, okay, so they may create some other mood, or it may take you to the other direction. That's why whenever we play raga, we are fixed with the notes which we are going to play, but not with the improvisation. Okay. What I want to say is, you are given a notes, but what to do with them, that's up to you every time when you play the raga. Okay. And there are a few more protocols to take care, like Vadi Swar, Samvadi Swar. But for now you understand, when we are playing any raga, the very first thing that should come into our mind is, what are the notes for that? For example, Bhupali. So the Bhupali has a Sa, Re, Ga, Pa, Dha. These 5 notes are there. Okay, and whatever you do out of them, it may not be always Bhupali, because in Indian classical music you may have 2 ragas having the same notes. Okay, then the again question, if the notes are same, then how the mood can differ? In our first definition we understood that, okay, to fix the mood you fix the notes. Okay, but if you have the same notes with 2 ragas, that means there are 2 different moods. How is it possible? It is possible because by choosing the raga, it's a 50% work that we have done, choosing the notes. After them again we have to identify which note to be given importance. Okay, suppose if I play Sa Re Ga Pa Dha Sa, only these 5 notes. So for Bhupali, the importance is given to Ga and Dha. Okay, so that means whenever we play this raga, improvise this raga, we stay more on to Ga, we stay more on to Dha. They are like a resting notes more. Okay, so it will go like this. Sa Da Sa Re Ga. Pa Re Ga. See, we were at Pa, we went Re, but again we stayed on where? Ga. And in the down octave, Ga Re Dha Da. We could have stayed on Pa, we could have stayed on Sa, but we stayed on Dha. So these things, this kind of things should also be taken care. Now the same raga if I play, is tracking everything towards Pa. It has a total different mood. It's a total application there. Okay, so the same raga becomes different raga. Okay, so it's not only about the notes that we play, but we have to take care about some more protocols. That's what we are going to discuss after this. Okay, so the very first thing you should write that each raga. Okay, if somebody wants to write, they can write. As people, they can just listen. Anyway, this session is going to be there on the YouTube afterwards. Okay. So each raga has their predefined. Okay, it's already defined. We don't need to define ascending descendings. So each raga has the predefined ascending and descending of notes. Okay, notes means swara. So don't be confused. Notes, what is note? Notes means swara. The minimum notes in the raga should be 5. Okay, now understand what I want to say, that you cannot have raga in the Indian classical music where 3 notes are omitted. Okay, I cannot say, okay, I have a raga where there is no Re, there is no Ma, there is no Dha. It is not possible. If I omit 3 notes, then I will have only 4 notes left. Okay, so you should have minimum 5 notes for sure. So that means you can omit maximum 2 notes at a time. Okay, again, maybe the question is that we have 12 notes, why only 2 we omit? But that is the next protocol. As I said earlier, no, that if you are going to use Suddha Re, then there will be no Komal Re. Okay, if you are going Suddha Ga, there will be no Komal Ga. So at a time you have only 7 notes. That's why they are given 7 names, not the 12 names. Okay, so you always consider you have 7 notes at a time. Okay, either any of one will be there, either Komal Re or Suddha Re, either Komal Ga or Suddha Ga. Okay, so you always have 7 notes. So at a time you can omit maximum 2 notes, not more than 2. Okay, so minimum notes that we will have will be 5 in the any raga. Okay.
Then in the raga which you played now,
Yes.
Lalit,
Yes.
both Siddhama and Tivrama.
Tivrama. Yeah, that's why I played, because it is like it's among few ragas in Indian classical music which has that protocol, which breaks that protocol. So Lalit is there, Jog is there. In Jog we have 2 Gandhar, Suddha Gandhar, Komal Gandhar together we play, and one is a Miya Malhar where we play 2 Ni together, Suddha Ni and Komal Ni. So these are the some of the few ragas which has this liberty. Otherwise all the raga follow that protocol. Okay, fine. So where were we? Yeah, so minimum five notes will be there. So in bracket you can write maximum 2 notes can be omitted. Okay, those notes are called Varjit Swar. Varjit means the notes which are omitted. For example, in Bhupali, Ma and Ni are Varjit Swar. Okay, what we play in Bhupali, Sa, Re, Ga, Pa, Dha, Sa. So Varjit notes are the notes which are omitted notes. Suppose this is a full sargam. Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni, Sa. Out of this I took Sa, Re, Ga, Pa, Dha, Sa. Okay, so which are Varjit? Ni Varjit and Ma Varjit. Okay, for Bhupali, for example. Okay, second point we write Raga can have only one form of note at a time. So in bracket you write either major or minor. See what I want to say is, so Re has a 2 form, Shuddha Re and Komal Re. Ga has a 2 form, Shuddha Ga and Komal Ga. Ma also has a 2 form, Shuddha Ma or Tivra Ma. Pa is the only one. Dha has a 2 form, Shuddha Dha or Komal Dha. Ni has a 2 form, Shuddha Ni or Komal Ni. Okay, Sa and Pa, they are always fixed. So any of one will be there. Okay, as I just what we just said. So any of the one will be there at a time. Okay, the next point you write, the raga can have 2 forms of note separated in ascending and descending. Now see what I want to say is, suppose I take example some rag Sa, Re, Ma, Pa, Ni, Sa. What I cannot do is Komalni, Shuddhani, Sa. This is not possible. But what is possible? Now this is, suppose this is the ascending of the raga. The descending of the raga can be Sa, Komalni, Pa, Ma, Re, Sa. Okay. See, there is a Shuddhani also, there is a Komalni also, but they are not in a line. Okay. So if you are in ascending going up, there you can use a Shuddhani. When you are coming down, there you can use Komalni. Okay, that is possible. That's what we have written. That you have separate 2 forms, one in ascending, one in descending. That is possible. But I cannot play Sa, Re, Ma, Pa, Komalni, Shuddhani, Sa. That is not possible. I can play Sa, Re, Ma, Pa, Shuddhani, Sa, Sa, Komalni, Pa, Ma, Re, Sa. That is allowed. Okay. So the 2 form of one note can be there in the raga, but not chronologically. Okay. The note that the rag that we played, that Lalit, it had that chronologically attached there. Nirega, Sudma, Tivrama, Sudma, like this. So that is not possible in other ragas. Okay. So it is not that we cannot have 2 forms of note raga. We can have, but not in a chronological type. Now the question is how to define whether is your knee is ascending or whether is your knee is in descending. Suppose if I am playing Re, Ma, Pa, Ni, Sa. Suppose this is my phrase. Re, Ma, Pa, Ni, Sa. So how to define that whether this knee should be Shuddh or Komal or whether this knee should be Shuddh or Komal? By applying this, if this is a protocol, that you should use knee Shuddh while ascending, knee Komal while descending. So suppose now this is a phrase. Where to play Shuddh, where to play Komal? First knee, okay. What should be the first knee? Shuddha or Komal? Okay. Fine. So now let me explain. To decide whether your note is in ascending or descending, okay, you see its previous note, where it's going after that. Okay, so the knee is the subject that we have to decide, and what are you playing after that is a pa, which is in a down direction. Okay, that means knee is going to down, knee is going in a down direction, descending direction. Yeah, for that pa is in ascending. Okay, after pa, if pa comes after knee, that is pa is in ascending. Yeah, but after knee we are going down. So re is ascending because there is a ma, which is higher. Ma is in ascending because there is a pa, higher. Pa is also in ascending because there is a knee, which is higher. But knee, after there is, you are going pa, that is descending. Okay, so if the following note is a lower than your present note, okay, then your present note is in descending. Okay, so this knee should be komal. Okay,
Nipa is coming.
yeah, because knee is going to pa, and this knee is followed by sa. Okay, that means this graph is going to be like this, higher. Okay, so knee is going in a higher condition. That means knee is in ascending. That time it should be sudh. So the very easy trick, don't see before the knee. Okay, it can be anything. Just look what is after knee. Okay, if the note after knee is a lower than knee, then your knee should be komal. If the note after knee is a higher than knee, then your knee should be sudh. If the protocol is like this, okay, not for every raga. If the protocol is said, okay, you should have knee sudh in ascending, okay, that time you should be having knee sudh while going higher. If the protocol says knee should be komal while descending, then you should be having komal knee if it is going to any down note. We take some more example. This is Raga Vrindavani Sarang, for example. Okay, this is a Vrindavani Sarang. We take some more example. Suppose pa ni sa. Okay, the phrase is pa ni sa. Namaste, sir. Please. Thank you. Please take it. Thank you, sir. Now, so here pa ni sa. Okay, now ni is followed by pa, so this is going down. Okay, ni to pa is a down, so this nu should be komal. Okay, and in this case ni is followed by sa, where is going up. Okay, so this ni should be sudh. Okay, are you getting my concept, sir? Are you getting this concept?
Is it possible in a reverse order in any raga?
Sorry?
Is it possible in a reverse order the ascending in normally and the descending?
That can be possible for some ragas. That can be possible. Okay, so here just we are taking an example of Vrindavani Sarang, but there can be some raga where in ascending that note can be komal, in the descending that note can be sudh. That can be possible. Okay. Okay. So is this clear with the students here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So we were writing the definition that the notes can be differ in ascending and descending. Okay, but maximum note at a time we have 7 only while ascending and descending. Okay, so this is called the Jati of the Raga. Okay, now what is Jati of the Raga? That means the number of notes. Please come ahead. Okay, the Jati of the Raga means the number of notes present in ascending and the number of notes present in descending. Okay, again the Jati of the Raga is the number of notes present in ascending, number of notes present in descending. Okay. So again you may have question that why we need this kind of separate ascending notes and descending notes, because there can be a possibility that the number of notes that we have taken in ascending may differ than the number of notes present in descending. Okay, for that I take another example. Now see, we had a example of Vrindavani Sarang. Vrindavani Sarang. What was the ascending? It has Sa, Re, Ma, Pa, Ni, Sa. So tell me how many notes are there here? Sa is the same note. It's just a change of octave. Okay, so Sa is there, Re, Ma, Pa, Ni. 5 notes are there. Okay, so I write 5. But if I say, okay, you omit Ga and Dha while ascending, that is okay. But while descending, you should have Ga and Dha. Okay, that is possible. We can make, or we can have a raga which has a different separate ascending, separate descending. Okay, so with this example, Sa, Re, Ma, Pa, Suddha, Ni, Sa, the descending I decide that Sa, Komal, Ni. Okay, that protocol is same, that while going up you take Ni Suddh, while coming down you take Ni Komal. Okay, apart from that you add Dha when you are in descending. Okay, then Pa, then Ma, then Ga also. Okay, then Re, then Sa. Now how many notes are there in descending? 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notes are there. Okay, so in ascending we have 5 notes, in descending we have 7 notes. So that what I want to say, we can have a raga which has a 5 notes in ascending, because minimum 5 should be there, and 5 notes in descending. Okay, we can have a raga which has a 5 notes in ascending, 6 notes in descending. Suppose if I say, okay, you play Sani Dhapa Maga, Sani Dhapa Maresa, Noga. Okay, then it will be have 6 notes in the descending. Fine. We can have a raga which has a 5 notes in ascending, 7 notes in descending. This is the example for that. Okay, then we can have a raga which has 6 notes in ascending, 5 notes in descending. Okay, then we can have a raga 6 notes in ascending, 6 notes in descending. We can have a raga 6 notes in ascending, 7 in descending. Okay, so we are just trying to understand which are the possibilities. We can have a raga which has 7 notes in ascending, 5 notes in descending, then 7 notes in ascending, 6 notes in descending, and finally we can have a raga which has 7 notes in ascending, 7 notes in descending. So this is called the jati of the raga. Okay, so if somebody asks me, okay, what is the jati of this particular raga? See, this is the raga Desh. Okay, now tell me, what is the difference between Sarang and Desh? If somebody asks, what should be the very first answer? That Sarang is a 5-5, whereas Desh is a 5-7. Okay, so that this conversation what you are saying, that is called the jati of the raga. Okay, and it is, then they have given name for separately. For 5 we say Odav, A-U-D-A-V, Odav. Okay, for 6 we say Shadav, S-H-A-D-A-V, Odav for 5, Shadav for 6, and for 7 we say Sampurna, because that is a maximum we can have. Okay, 7 is a Sampurna, 5 Odav, 6 Sadav, 7 is a Sampurna. Now whenever we say the jati of the raga, we first say the jati of ascending. Okay, so for this example 5-5 is ascending Odav, descending also Odav, like Bhupali, Sa Re Ga Pa Dha Sa, or like Vrindavani Sarang, Sa Re Ma Pa Ni Sa, Sa Ni Pa Ma Re Sa. Odav is the jati of the. Then for 5-6 what we said, Odav Shadav. Okay, for 5-7 we can say Odav Sampurna. That is the jati of the Desh. Okay, so the simple answer that the difference between Vrindavani Sarang and Desh is, Vrindavani Sarang is a Odav raga, whereas Desh is a Odav Sampurna raga. Okay, so very first thing when you will start learning the raga, you should know this. which number of notes are there in the raga. Okay, if somebody say okay it's a odo, then it is easy. Why? Because then you don't need to take care about dha and whatever the notes will be present in the descending. Okay, again the question is, while playing the raga, suppose I am playing raga desh, how you will define that I can play dha here, and how will you define that I cannot play dha here? Okay, so how to decide where you can play dha or ga and where you cannot play dha and ga? What can be the test for that? Suppose if I want to play, okay, this is understood, jati of the raga. Yeah. Suppose if I am playing rag desh, what is here? See how many notes you need to take care. First you need to take care about knee. What to take care about knee? That if it is in ascending, okay, then it should be sudh. If it is in descending, it should be komal. So the first you need to take care about knee. Then you need to take care about dha. That if it is in ascending, it is not allowed. Okay. If it is in descending, then only it is allowed. The third note, what is that? Ga. Same scenario. If it is in ascending, not allowed. If it is in descending, then we can allow. Now, what is the criteria to know? So, suppose whatever note you are searching for, you see the next note after that. Okay. Suppose if I play ga, re. Okay. If I play ga, re. Here ga is followed by re, which is lower note than ga. So that is ga is in descending. Okay, so this is okay. But if I play ga ma, okay, now see the ga is followed by ma, which is higher note than ga. So that takes ga into ascending. Okay, so this should not happen with ga. Same is the scenario for pa. Dha. If I play dha pa, okay, no problem with this. The dha is in descending. If I play dha ni, that is not allowed because here dha is followed by ni, which is higher note, taking dha into ascending order, which is raga is not allowing for. Okay, and for the ni, as we discussed, that if ni is going to followed by any higher note, suppose ni sa, okay, that is ni is in ascending. For ascending, what the value should be there? Suddh ni. Okay, but if I play ni dha, then ni should be, the ni is in descending direction. Okay, the next note is a down to ni. Then ni here should be komal. Okay, now we take some more example. Dha komali you cannot go. So dha to komali, it's ascending for dha. So this will take dha into ascending. Okay, see if I play re ma pa ni da pa, this is the phrase. So which are the notes you need to take care about? Ni and dha. For ni, what you need to take care? What is the next note after ni? Okay, dha is there. Then what should be the value of ni? Dha is higher or lower than ni? Dha is higher or lower? Lower. Then this ni should be komal. And now you check whether dha should be there or not. So dha is followed by pa. Okay, which is down to dha. That means dha can be there. It's a descending for dha. Okay, one more example. Ni sa re ma ga re. Okay, suppose this is a lower octave ni. Then what should be the value of this ni? Should be a suddh ni or komal ni? Suddh ni. Why? Because ni is followed by sa, which is higher than that. So this ni we keep suddh. Now re ma ga re. So you need to check whether this ga is okay or not. So ga is followed by re here, which is going down from ga. So that ga is okay. Okay. My question is, what if I play ni sa re ga? Now, is it correct for the raga or not for the raga?
Not correct.
After
Suddhani is there. This is Suddhani is there.
guys have the three.
See, there are two notes to taken care. First is a ni, second is a ga. For Ni, just you need to check whether it should be Suddha or Komal. Okay, so Ni is here followed by Sa, which is in an ascending order. So Ni should be Suddha. Ni is Suddha here already. Okay, so there is no problem with Ni. Now coming to the Ga. So as per the protocol, Ga should not be in ascending. Okay, but how to decide whether your Ga is in ascending or descending? For that you need a following note. Okay, here there is no following note. So there is, if there is no following note, that your note is in a neutral position, and that is allowed for the raga, because you are not breaking the rule of the raga. You are not playing it in descending. If I play, you are not playing into ascending. If I play Nisa Re Ga Ma, that is wrong. Okay, if I play Nisa Re Ga Re, that is right. But if I don't play anything after Ga, Nisa Re Ga, then again it is right.
Not breaking the rule.
Okay, it's not breaking the rule. Okay, so
After what can you press?
just give a pause. See, if I play, giving pause means your phrase is end. Okay, it doesn't mean that today you play Nisa Rega, then tomorrow you phrase the second phrase. It's not like that. Just you give a pause. That means the phrase is over. See. Nisa Rega. Then after that I am playing Ma, but with the pause. So that is a different phrase only. Ni sa re ga ma ga re. So this cannot be read as a ni sa re ga ma. No, ni sa re ga is different, ma ga re is a different. Okay. So this is a very, very important characteristics. Then when you have a such note which are not allowed in ascending or descending separately, but you can go up to that note for sure. Okay, you can go up to that note and then you break your phrase. And most of the raga will have like this only. In a Indian classical music, you will hardly have few ragas which has the same note in ascending, same notes in descending. Okay, otherwise most of the time you will have this note present in ascending, note in descending, in descending, note in ascending. Okay, so learning these characteristics is very important. So first, how to decide whether your note is in ascending or descending? See the following note. Okay, if the following note is going higher, then your previous note is in ascending. Okay, if your following note is going down, then your previous note is in a descending. And if there is no following note, that means your note is in neutral position. Okay, we were just talking about the Yaman today morning. Okay, now take the example of Yaman. Yes.
Sir, sir,
Ji.
if it is in neutral position, then
Saji, just minute. I come to you. Saji, 1 minute. Yeah, yes, Joshi ji.
the girl is in the neutral position.
Correct.
Should it be of Shuddha or Komal?
For this particular raga, it's a Suddh always. But suppose if we take an example of Ni, you have raised a very good question. See what he is asking about. Okay, for this Ga can be allowed. But suppose your phrase is ending on Ni. Suppose in the same example, if your phrase is ending on Ri, Ni, like this. Re, ma, pa, ni. Now what should be the value of Ni? Because if you don't have the following note, how you will decide that Ni should be Suddha or Komal? Okay, so in this condition, always take a Suddha Ni. When you have a condition that Ni should be Suddha while ascending and should be Komal while descending, but you don't have any following note after that to decide whether it is ascending or descending, then you always take Suddha Ni there. Okay, it's a very good question, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Suppose if I am playing the same raga, or if I am playing Vrindavani Sarang, where Ni has an alternate. Okay, Ni Sa, then Ni Sud, Ni Pa, then Komal. Okay, but if what I play Rema Pa Ni only, then again it should be Sud only. Okay, yeah, I play this, then you will understand better. So, हाँ जी रविंद्र जी.
Okay, you told in the ascending we have Shuddhani and like Vrindavani Saram, no? Descending we have Ni. So if it is neutral position, we take Shuddhani only.
Sudhani only, yes.
Ascending neutral.
Yeah.
So if the raga has a protocol that ascending is Komal and descending is Shuddh, in that position, in that case, neutral position is considered.
There we need to see that whether it should be Komal or, but I haven't seen such ragas before. But in that case, yeah, maybe you can follow to play it Komal. Okay.
That means to take the ascending note only.
Like he is saying the jog. Okay. for example jog, but jog has the same condition like this. In ascending we have Shuddha Ga, in descending we have Komal Ga. So when you are staying on Ga, we play Shuddha Ga. So what Ravindra ji is asking, that because we have that characteristics of Shuddha Ga in ascending, and when we are standing on them, so that's why we are having Shuddha Ga. But suppose if we have a Komal Ga in ascending, then what to do? Then it may be a Komal Ga there, sir.
Now, for example, in say Marwa mein we have Re Komal.
That is a permanently Komal.
Permanently.
Yeah, for there is nothing to do with ascending. It's a permanently Komal, like Bhairav and other ragas like that. But I got your question, that if the ascending is a Komal and descending is a Sud, and if we are in a neutral position, then what should be? It should be. Then it may be Komal there, but we hardly find such ragas there. Okay? Yeah. Fine. See, what I was trying to say, if I play Vrindavani Sarang, okay? Re ma pa ni pa. There I am playing commonly. Why? Because it is going to follow pa. Re ma pa ni pa. If I play re ma pa ni sa, then ni should be sud. Why? Because it is going to follow by sa. But what if I play and phrase over? Okay? So there it should be Suddhini always. Yeah, if there is no following note going down, then it should be Suddhini only. Same for the Desh. Okay, if I am playing Ma ga re ma pa ni. See, by this ma ga re, I saw that ga is in descending. Okay, ma ga re, ga to re I went. Then to come up, I directly came from re to ma. Ma ga re ma pa. Okay, I didn't play ma ga re ga ma. If I play ma ga re ga ma, then ga is in ascending also. So ma ga re ma pa ni ni. No following note, Suddhini. Okay, if I go ma ga re ma pa ni dha pa, their ni is going to follow by dha. That's why it's a komal from very beginning. Okay. One more question. Suppose I was supposed to go ni dha pa, but by mistake I played Suddhini. Okay, by mistake I played Suddhini. Now what to do? Okay, the first option it will come in the mind that directly play commonly, but that is not allowed. Okay, you cannot play like this. That is not possible. That is the thing which we wrote before. That same note, two variations cannot come together. So if you have played ni, but if you want to go down, then you go to sa again first. Okay, so Sud matlab you have to go up for sure. So ma ga re ma pa ni sa ni da pa. Then you play commonly to come down. Okay, like this. That is possible, but you cannot directly come from ni to commonly. Okay, that's what I wanted to clarify. Many people, then they are learning, they play the notes before thinking, especially the ni. So see here, the ni is the note that you have to think before where you are going to after ni. If you are going to go for sa, then you play Suddhini. If you are coming down dha, then you play commonly. But sometimes, many people, they just directly play Suddhini, and then they try to come down, which is not possible. Then you have to go sa, then you make commonly, then you come to dha and pa. Okay? Yes. Any question from online? Fine. So I was telling about Yaman. Okay? So this character is understood. So first, raga should have ascending and descending. You should know what is the ascending and descending. By reading and knowing the ascending and descending, you can come to conclusion of the jati of that raga. Okay, whether it is a 5-5 or 5-6 or 5-7, odo odo, odo shado, odo sampurna. And if there are some different notes in ascending and descending, okay, then through this technique you should understand throughout the raga. Okay, that how you will maintain it. If some note is not in ascending but present in descending, you throughout the raga you take care of that. That any time it should not go higher from that note. Always you should be coming down from that note while playing the raga. Okay, and if there is some condition like Suddha while ascending, Komal while descending, so that to be taken care throughout the raga. Okay, so you therefore that we have Alankar practice. Okay, we'll go through that. We do the Alankar practice there, and then we confirm, okay, this is a knee going down, then knee Komal, knee going Suddha, then knee Suddha, and then it becomes somewhat in our subconscious mind, then it is taken care. But it is something to very much important we have to learn about. Okay, now I take an example of Yaman. Why? Because there is some controversy for Yaman. For Yaman, actually it's a Sampurna Raga. Okay, what does it mean when I say Sampurna? That is 7 notes will be there in ascending, 7 notes will be there in descending. So Yaman, ascending is a Sa, Re, Ga, Tivrama. Okay, Pa, Dha, Ni, Sa. Sa, Ni, Dha, Pa, Tivrama, Ga, Re, Sa. Okay, like this. But if we play the Yaman like this, then it will mix up with many other ragas. Okay, when I say mix up means you will find very common phrases which is also used in other ragas also. And then to sustain the mood of the Yaman, it's very difficult becomes there. Okay, so what we practically do, we practically make it a Odav Sampurna. Okay, you read in any book of the music, they will always say Yaman is a Sampurna Raga. Nobody will say it's a Odav Sampurna. But when we play it, many times we make it Odav Sampurna. So when I am saying making Odav Sampurna, that means there will be 2 notes will be omitted in a ascending, but present in a descending. And those 2 notes are Sa and Pa. Okay. So if I omit Sa in the ascending, then I cannot, starting the ascending from Re doesn't sound well. Or again it is not confirming that the Sa is not there. Okay, just to confirm that Sa is not there, I take a note before Sa. What is there? Ni. Okay, so if you go Ni Re, it shows that there is no Sa in ascending. Okay, so that's why we are starting Yaman as a Ni. Ni, Re, Ga, Ma, omit Pa. Dha, Ni, Sa. Now how many notes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the same note. Just octave is changed. Okay, note is the Ni only, no, it's not a different note. So 5 notes, and in the descending we have 7 notes. So this becomes Odav Sampurna. So mostly we play Yaman in a Odav Sampurna way. Yes sir, please.
Ni is repeating that.
Yes. So it's not a new note. It's a just next octave. Suppose if I go after Sa, let's say after I play Re again. So it's not a new note. It's the same note. New note if you go, let's say Pa. Okay. If you add Komal Re, Komal Ga. Okay. It's just a repetition of octave.
Actually, Nire Gama Dha, that's it, no? The ascending.
No, Nire Gama Dha Ni Sa. Yeah. See, when I say Sa, how can I use Sa if the Sa is in descending? It is not present in the descending. It's a neutral position, no? That's why I am saying Sa. So Nire Gama Dha Ni Sa is a neutral position. If I say Sa Re, that is wrong. That's why we are having Sa. So don't count this Sa. So Ni, Dha, Ma, Ga, Re. These are the 5 notes present there. And Sa Ni Dha Pa Ma Ga Re Sa. So that means when you are playing Yaman, you should avoid Sa going higher to any note. Like Sa Re, Sa Ga, Sa Ma. Because all this condition brings Sa into ascending. Because all are major than Sa, no? So that's why we play, Ni Re there. Okay. But as I said, it is not permanently there. For Yaman, theoretically it's a Sampurna Raga. So one combination is very important in Yaman, that is Sa Pa. Okay, so this is in a ascending order. Sa is coming in ascending order, but though we have to play that position, we have to play that phrase. Sa pa re ga. Okay, so this is the what we say as a phrase that we have to use there. And same is the if I play pa, I should not go dha. Pa da, it becomes ascending for that. I should not go pa ni. Okay, same case, but we have to go pa sa. Okay, this also brings pa into ascending, but this is a demand of the raga there. Okay, so pa to sa we go, pa to re also we go, pa to ga also we go, like this. So practically we play Yaman like this. So when you are playing sa, always go down. Avoid. This should be avoided. This should be avoided. This should be avoided. Because these all phrases taking sa into higher position. That is in ascending. Okay. So same thing, sa pa should also be avoided in the same theory. But sa pa is a very essential phrase of the Yaman, like this one. Because anyway, sa and pa are not omitted, totally omitted in the Yaman. It's we are trying to make it sound like a Yaman more. That's why we are omitting them. Okay. So for the Yaman, this is the exceptional case. From sa, you can go pa, and from the lower octave pa, this should be avoided. This should also be avoided. This will be there. Pa sa. This also be there. And pa ma should be avoided like this. Okay. So because many people they know that we avoid sa and pa in ascending, but they keep asking that if we are ascending, then how we are playing sa pa. Okay, but because it's a demand of the raga. Okay, one more query. Can I play ni re ga ma pa? If the pa is not allowed in ascending, can I play ni re ga ma pa? So only you need to look for pa. Other notes are okay. So should I play like this or not? If the pa is not allowed in ascending. Should I? Or one more example is a Gama Dhani Sa. Gama Dhani Sa. Should I play this? Okay. First of all, what is the problem with this? The problem is it seems like a ascending, where we say that Sa and Pa should not be in ascending, but actually they are not in ascending till now, because they are at the end of the phrases. They are in a neutral position. Okay. In the Nire Gama Pa, Pa is in neutral position. In a Gama Dhani Sa, Sa is in a neutral position. Okay. So there we can easily play. These are the main notes of the raga, main phrase of the raga. Okay. So don't think that by playing Nire Gama Pa, your Pa is in ascending. No. Until you play Dha after Pa, that brings Pa into ascending. Or here until you play Re after Sa, that brings Sa into ascending. Okay. So most of the raga will have with these characteristics, that you cannot have this raga, this note in ascending, okay, this note in descending, but you can go till that note always. Okay. After that you need to think whether I can go next to or not there. Okay. So we'll take some example of such ragas. We'll play Yaman today, and we'll play some other raga which simple one. Okay. Yes.
Sir, can we play like how about from going from middle octave to higher octave? Can we play Sa or not? Like Dhani Sa Re Go.
No, because their Sa is followed by Re, no?
Yeah.
That is higher note than Sa. We have to play Dhani Re Ga. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Now we come to the normal discussion. This was something advanced discussion, but it was important. This you will understand very nicely when we'll play 2-3 ragas today. Okay, then you will understand this very nicely. The next thing is Vadi Swar and Samvadi Swar. Okay, you remember the example I gave you for Rag Bhupali. Okay, that if I choose a note sa, re, ga, pa, dha, sa, and if I give importance to this note and this note, it will become some other raga. But if I give importance to this note and this note, then it will be some other raga. Okay, so because of the note that you have selected, if you change the main note of your selected note, the raga will change because its mood will change. Okay, so that's why it is important to define which note you should be staying more, which note you should be giving importance to. So that note is called as a Vadi Swar and Samvadi Swar. Now what are these two names? Vadi is the most important, like king. Okay, and Samvadi is a secondary important, like Mahamantri or whatever you say. Okay, so mostly what happens, Sargam has a two part. Okay, when we say sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. Okay, so sa re ga ma and ma pa dha ni. Sa re ga ma and ma pa dha ni. Ma is common. This is called Purvang of the Sargam. Okay, Purva means first, Ang means a half or a body. Okay, so it's a first body of Sargam. Sa re ga ma. And this is called Uttarang. Okay, so Uttara is a different second one. So sa re ga ma is Purvang, ma pa dha ni is Uttarang, and ma is common in them. Okay, so if your Vadi is from Purvang, from sa re ga ma, your Samvadi will be from Uttarang always. Okay, see here Vadi is Ga, which belongs to sa re ga ma. Samvadi is Da, belongs to ma pa dha ni. Why so? Because to balance the raga. Suppose it's like a two states. If you are in this state, then your one home you should be having this state. Second home you should be having this state. If you have two homes in the same state, why you would go to the second state, right? So it's like always, if your Vadi has from sa re ga ma, your Samvadi will be from ma pa dha ni. Ma is common. So there can be possibility your Vadi is sa, Samvadi is ma, or your Vadi is ma, Samvadi is sa, because ma belongs to both of the part. Because we have 7 notes, so ma is at middle.
Sometimes ascending we have 5 notes, descending is 7 notes.
Doesn't matter, no. Ascending and descending is for the raga. Okay, like for sa re ma pa ni sa, sa ni dha pa ma ga re sa, like Desh. There the re is a Vadi, so pa is a Samvadi. So re belongs to sa re ga ma, pa belongs to ma pa dha ni. So it's not about 5 notes of the raga. It is about total 7 notes of the music. Okay. See here also we have 5 notes, but we have to see that it's a sa re ga ma one, ma pa dha ni is a different part. Okay. So Vadi we have ga, Samvadi we have da.
So in Purvanga, Uttaranga we dividing. We know 5 notes.
You don't divide for the raga. It's a division for the normal sa re ga ma and ma pa dha ni. You don't divide it for the raga there. Okay, if you have 5 notes, you don't divide sa re ga and ga pa dha. No, it's from sa re ga ma and ma pa dha ni is divided already. Okay, suppose if I say we have sa re ma pa ni sa. Okay, the re is a Vadi, pa is a Samvadi. Doesn't mean that I have divided sa re ma and pa ni sa. Okay, it's from sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa only there. Okay. So if your Vadi is from Uttarang, then your Samvadi can be from Purvang. Okay, it's like that.
This Vadi always come in the Purvanga or?
No, not necessary. Okay, good question. See, what he is asking, is it always that the Vadi comes to Purvang? No. Okay, and that is a very important characteristics of the raga. That is called the notes, the raga which has a tendency of falling down, like a Bhupali. Okay, whatever you play, you will try to fall onto ga. Okay, such raga is called Purvang Pradhan Raga. Purvang Pradhan Raga, because those ragas will always try to fall down to sa re ga ma place. And other ragas which have the tendency of staying on pa or dha or ni or ma even, those ragas are called Uttarang Pradhan Raga. Okay, I give you the example. One example is the Bhupali itself or Yaman itself, where it's always try to stay on ga. Okay, so this one. sa re ga pa re ga pa da sa tha pa re ga. No matter how many times I go up, I always try to come down to ga. Okay, so this is a very important characteristic of raga. Suppose someone is playing Bhupali like this. Then this is not a Bhupali. Though you are playing the same notes, this is totally different part of the its nature. The nature of Bhupali is falling down. So such ragas are called Purvang Pradhan Raga. If you are learning ragas and your teacher or anybody says, okay, Purvang Pradhan Raga, that means you have to come down every time. On which note that you need to ask. Okay, if I say Purvang Pradhan, I can go to stay on Re also. But again, staying Re is wrong for Bhupali. Okay, so that's where the Vadi Samadi can help you. That if you have to come down and you have to come down on this note. Now take an example of Uttarang Pradhan Raga. That is a Raga Durga. Okay, so the Durga is Sare Mapadasa. Just instead of Ga, Ma is there. Okay, but if I play the Bhupali Durga like this, this is not Durga. Durga has a tendency of staying on Pa. Okay. Whatever you do, you try to go and stay on Ma or Pa or Dha. Okay, so that is called the Uttarang Pradhan Raga. Many of the morning ragas are Uttarang Pradhan, but again it is not always there that Uttarang Pradhan are the always morning raga. In the morning also you can find Purvang Pradhan Raga, and in the evening also you can find Uttarang Pradhan Raga. This is evening raga, but though it's a Uttarang Pradhan. So that one person should know that okay, these are the notes, these are the Vadi Samadi, but where this raga go and stay, like Bimpalasi. Gare ni sa ma ma pa. It will always go to ma and it will always go to pa. Okay, that's this characteristic. So this is called Uttarang Pradhan Raga. Okay, so when we learn the raga, we should know these characteristics also. Whether this will falling down or this will rising up for that. Okay.
So this Durga Vadi Swara is
For what? For Vadi, yes, it's a pa. Pa and Re.
So two Vadi Swaras is
Samvadi is Re.
Samadi is
Correct. Okay. Is it good?
Sir, एक
Yes.
minute.
हाँ जी.
It is said that Bhupali is a midnight or night raga,
Evening raga.
evening raga.
Yes.
But most of the Bhakti Gita, they are played in the morning.
Yes.
In the Bhupali.
Yes.
Most of the Bhupali,
Correct.
Bhakti Gita, they are played in the morning, not in the evening.
Correct. Because along with the time, that's our next theory. But anyway, as you have asked, I say along with the time, what is important is the mood of the raga. So the mood of the Bhupali is a Bhakti Pradhan, devotional. Okay. Because of that, we have that in the morning also. But along with the Bhakti, the another mood of the raga is a Gambhir, or you say Shantaras, which is more suitable in the evening. That's why we call it is the evening raga. But because it's a Bhakti nature, it can be played in the morning also. But not as a raga. As a bhajan, it is okay. But suppose if I performing somewhere, I cannot perform Bhupali at the morning. Okay? Yes. Fine. So the next theory is just are 2 or 3 theory left. Okay, even I don't like discussing theory much, but this is something very important. Without this, we cannot improvise the raga freely. Okay? The next theory is a time and the mood of the raga. Okay. So first is a mood, and another is a time of the raga. Mood means, see, all these protocols, all these hurdles, we are just taking care to sustain its mood. Fine. See, you go like the thousands years before, when there was nothing to write, there was no any language was there, or let's say there was no any musical lipi was discovered. That time, there may not be the name of the raga. That time, we may not know, okay, this is a Bhairava or something. So what they do, over the time, they like these temples, they have that music in the temples only, or in the rituals only. That okay, morning I love to have sound like this. By afternoon I love to sound like this. By evening I find this sound better. And after the this research of many years, they found okay, this mood suitable in the morning, this mood are suitable in the evening, this mood are suitable for the afternoon or for the night. Okay, and out of them they start bifurcating the notes. Okay, because these songs we listen to morning sounds better, sounds feels good, and this has this notes. Let's we give the name of this combination of the notes. Let's say Bhairav or Ay Bhairav. This sounds better with the morning. Let's say this as a Yaman. This sounds better with the evening. So what I want to say, there was no raga before. It was only local music, people singing, and as per the different time. And over the time, they make the notes out of them, and then we make a structure. Okay, this is a evening raga, this is a different this raga that. But what is ultimately thing? What the main thing is a mood. Okay, so that mood we like of the raga. So each raga has their particular mood. Like Bhairav is having Gambhir mood. Okay, then Bhagyasri is in romantic mood, whereas Bhimpalasi is a like a Veer ras. That mood is a ras. There are 9 type of ras, 9 type of mood we have. So each raga may be following 1 or 2 or 3 moods. Very few ragas like Yaman and Bhairavi, they can form any kind of mood. Okay, you can make anything out of it. So that's why you find these ragas are mostly used in Bollywood music and everything, because you can make anything out of that. But other than that, the other ragas, they have very specific mood. Okay, you play Shivdandi, you will feel Karun, that is Dukhi. Okay, you feel you play this, you will feel romantic or you will feel Bhakti ras. Okay, you play Malkons, it's a very meditative raga. So each raga has their own mood. That is called the ras of the raga. Like a Gambhir, like serious, romantic, playful, Veer ras, okay, Shanti, all these kind of things. And with that, the time is associated always. Okay, so when I say this is raga is a very Gambhir Prakriti, that means it has to be in the morning. At that time we are also Gambhir, we are also serious, we have just gotten up. Okay, if the some raga is a playful, that is afternoon time, where our energy is also so high. Okay, when we come to home by evening after the work, we need something which is very peaceful. Okay, that's called the evening raga. And as the night goes, the romantic ragas come. By the midnight, the meditative ragas they can come. Okay, so each raga has their mood, and as per their mood, it is sync with the time. So for practice, you can play any raga anytime. That's a different thing. But when you are performing for the audience. Suppose if I am performing at the evening, then I should perform a raga which has a mood which can sustain the evening feel. Okay, so that's why we have the time associated with the raga, and this time is counted in a prahar. Okay, so prahar is a 3 hour what we say, it's a group of 3 hours. Okay, so it starts from 4 o'clock and 4 to 7, let's say AM. Somebody says 4 o'clock, somebody says 6 o'clock. Both are right, because that depends on the sunrise at their place. Okay, suppose you are at the eastern side, your sunrise may be at like 4:30, 5 o'clock like this. Whereas in the western side, you can have it 6 o'clock, 6:30 like this. Okay, so both of the theories right. You can, for example, we take a 4 AM. Okay, so 4 AM to 7 AM is a first prahar of the day. Okay, then same way you keep on adding 3 hours. 7 AM to 10 AM is a second prahar of the day. If somebody say, okay, this is a raga of second prahar, that means nearly about 6 to 7 AM to 9 to 10 AM, nearly about. Okay, then the third prahar can be 10 AM to 1 PM. Okay, that is like now afternoon ragas are coming. 10 AM to 1 PM is like going to afternoon, and 1 PM to 4 PM it's a late afternoon. Okay, it's like Bhimpalasi and all this kind of raga. Okay, so morning has a 4 prahar. First 4 to 7, second 7 to 10, third 10 AM to 1 PM, and 1 PM to 4 PM. Okay, so if somebody say, okay, this raga belongs to morning third prahar, that means somewhere around 10 AM to 10, 11 AM to 1 or 2 AM nearly about. Okay, that Brindavani Sarang belongs to that third prahar of the time. Okay. In the same way, 4 PM to 7 PM is the evening first prahar. Okay, 7 PM to 10 PM is the evening second prahar. So Bhupali belongs to 4 PM to 7 PM, evening first prahar. Yaman belongs to 7 PM to 10 PM, evening second prahar. Same 10 PM to 1 AM. Okay, like Jinjoti, Jai Jaivanti, all this raga. Pilu, okay, and 1 am to 4 am, the last prahar of the night. Malkons, Chandrakons, Jokons, Darbari, all these raga, they belong to this prahar. Okay, the evening, or we can say evening or night, 4th prahar. Okay, so the prahar starts at 4 o'clock, morning 4 to 7 am, and that's the 2nd prahar, 3rd prahar, 4th prahar. At evening 4 pm to 7 pm, 1st prahar, 2nd prahar, 3rd prahar, 4th prahar. Okay, this is something already fixed. We don't need to decide. It is already decided. Okay, all this, most of the things I have already decided. What we can do, we can just improvise the things what they are delivering to us. Okay, that's we are going to play now. Okay, what is next for the raga theory? What is left? Aro Avro is done, Jati is done, Pakkad, very good. What is meaning of by Pakkad? What is the definition of Pakkad? What is the use of Pakkad? The answer is correct, but what does it mean, Pakkad? Yeah, correct. As Sadi said, it's a catch. Pakkad in Hindi means to catch. Okay, Pakkad means, there are so many protocols that we discussed. The one phrase which can give that example of all these protocols. Suppose I say Bhupali, Sa Re Ga Pa Dha Sa. So I want to say Ga is a Vadi, I want to say Dha is a Samvadi, I want to say there is no Ma, there is no Ni, I want to say this is a Purvang Pradhan Raga. Okay, all these things I want to convey through just one phrase. Okay, that is called the Pakkad of the Raga. So in a phrase, you try to deliver all these characteristics of the Raga. So then I decide, then I play, let's say, Sa Dha Sa Re Ga Pa Re Ga Re Dha Sa. Now see, I could have gone Sa Dha Pa, but I from the Dha I returned back. Okay, so there is some importance to Dha. Then I could have stopped on Re only, Sa Dha Sa Re, but where I stop, Sa Dha Sa Re Ga. That means Ga is also important. Then after playing Pa Re Ga, from up again I am going down. So this phrase itself shows is a Purvang Pradhan Raga. Otherwise I could have stayed on Pa only, Pa Da Pa, there only. But here what we did, Pa Re Ga, we saw that okay, even if you go up, come to down. Okay, and again you stay on Ga. And in the closing of your raga, instead of going directly Re to Sa, you go Re Dha Sa. So that is again giving importance to Da. So see, we are saying Ga is being repeated again and again. This is a Vadi. Da is also given importance, Samvadi. Pa Re Ga is there, it's a Purvang Pradhan. And throughout the phrase we didn't find Ma, didn't find Ni. Okay. So all these characteristics when you try to deliver through your phrase. Okay. And those phrase becomes the identity of the raga. Okay. So when somebody is playing Sa Dha Sa Re Ga Pa Re Ga Re Dha Sa. So from that you can catch the raga. Okay, this is a Bhupali. So that's why the name is Pakkad. Through that you can catch the raga. Okay, or you can say it's a signature phrase of the raga, which is trying to delivering the important characteristics of the raga. Okay, this may vary from person to person. Suppose if somebody say, okay, for me the Pakkad of Bhupali is a Ga Re Sa Dha Sa Re Ga Pa Re Ga Dha Sa. Again, it's the same thing he is trying to say. Their ingredient notes are little different, but he is trying to say Pa Re Ga, he is trying to say Dha Sa Re Ga, all are there. Okay, so don't be very rigid with the Pakkad. It can be different, but the main thing should be there, whatever it is trying to convey through the raga. Okay, fine, very good. What is next? After this, that is a very controversial subject. Last and very controversial. That is Thaat. You know about this? Thaat of the raga? You may have heard, okay, Bhupali belongs to Kalyan Thaat. This raga belongs to that Thaat. This raga belongs to that Thaat. Okay. There was no Thaat theory before. It was just like 100 years maybe around that. It was brought to the in an Indian classical music, but it was there in a Karnataki music for a longer time. So you understand this? It's a bifurcation of the raga. Okay, so let's say we have 200 ragas. Suppose you have 200 songs in your one folder, and they are mixed. Some are new songs, some are old songs, some are romantic, some are sad songs. Every time you go, you have to search that thing. So what you do? You make a different folder in them. Okay, inside that folder. Okay, and then you choose the songs and you give it to them to that particular folder. This is the same kind of thing that they are doing with the raga. But the one mistake they did, that for that reference, they again select the same ragas from them. So it's like you are bifurcating the things, and for that the reference again is from them only. So what they did, they take 10 ragas. They are totally different from each other. Like suppose all the major notes, sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. Okay, this is raga Bilawal. Then only one tivra, sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa, Yaman. Only one komal, sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa, ni komal, Khamaj. Then ga komal, ni komal, Kafi. And then this way. So that out of 200, let's say, it's not always 200, just for example, they take 10 ragas, which are major and sampurna mostly. Okay. And the remaining 190 ragas, we are trying to see that out of this 10, it's matching with which raga more. Okay. So if I take Bhupali, so as per the notations, it seems like, okay, it should belong to the raga which has all major notes. But when you play Bhupali, some characteristics that it has, like pa re ga, okay, this belongs to Yaman, which is also one of those 10 ragas. Okay, so when we say this raga belongs to this Thaat, so that Thaat is actually the raga. Okay, and some characteristics of this raga is matching with that raga, and that's why you are saying this raga belongs to that Thaat. But which particular characteristics, it's not yet defined. Whether it should be a komal swar or tivra swar, that should be matched, or whether it should be a time of the raga, whether it should be a mood of the raga, or whether it should be some characteristic spread. So there are still many ragas which has not yet confirmed they belong to with Thaat. Okay, so this is something more I see personally as a theoretical concept. Okay, if you are playing some raga, you don't know which Thaat it belongs to, doesn't matter. What you should know, what is the aror, what is the pakkad of the raga, that is enough for that. Why maximum is a time. Okay, this is somewhat added characteristic that you can remember. But if you are claiming that this raga belongs to that Thaat, then you should be knowing why. Okay, as I said, Bhupali belongs to Kalyan Thaat because of that pa re ga characteristics. Yaman has also Vadi ga. Here is Bhupali also has Vadi ga, like this. Okay, so simply Thaat is a bifurcation of the raga, which is again based on the 10 major ragas that we have. Okay, and whenever you are saying this raga belongs to that Thaat, okay, that means that major raga has some characteristics similar with this particular raga. But again, the definition that you read in the books and many, they have very wrong definition. They say that Thaat is the Janak, like the father of the raga. It is not like that. Many of the ragas are even more ancient than these 10 ragas. Okay, so it's not about the timing or when they discovered. It's not at all about it. It's only about the bifurcation, that too with some characteristics which is not yet defined every time. Okay. So this should be avoided, but if you want to claim it, then you should be sure why it is belonging to that Thaat. Okay. Now we are closing this theory part. Any question about this? Now we are going to play the raga. Just fine. Anything? Okay. Fine. Yes. 5-minute break. Yeah. We'll give it. Just any question from our online participant? Fine. Just one more thing, I need to clarify, and which is very important.
Sir, just a minute.
Yes.
They also say some chalan. Is the chalan and pakkad same?
Chalan means, as I said, no, that while playing this raga, you cannot use ga and the in ascending, but you use in descending. Okay. So all these protocols, that is a chalan. Pakkad is an example of that chalan. Okay. What to do and what not to do, the list of those protocols, that is chalan. Okay, like in Bhupali, we say go pa to re to ga, pa re ga. This is a chalan. But when you make a phrase out of this is a pakkad. Okay, so chalan is a soft thing which directs you. Pakkad is a hard thing which you can play actually. Clear? Okay. Yes. Now we are moving to the very important thing, that is called how to deliver the raga. Okay, and here it comes the very big differences in Indian classical music. Okay. In the ancient time, when we were playing a raga or singing the raga, it was a Drupad style of playing and singing the raga. Okay. And over the time, now we see the many people, like majority, is a Khayal style of playing and singing the raga. Okay. So what are the difference between Drupad and what is the difference between Khayal? This is very, very important things. You know, at the beginners, mostly when we learn the raga, mostly we learn in the Khayal way. Okay. When you learn the Drupad way, then you will realize what is the difference between Drupad and Khayal. Okay. So let's start with the Drupad. The Drupad format of the raga is a note-to-note improvisation. Okay. What is a note-to-note improvisation? See, we take an example of, let's say, Bhupali again. Okay. So in a Bhupali we have Sa, Re, Ga, Pa, Dha. Okay, this is a middle octave. If you go beyond middle octave, what it will be again? Again Sa, again Re, again Ga, again Pa, and continue. Same, if you come down to the lower octave, it will be Dha before Sa, Pa before Ga, Re, Sa. So same Sa Re Ga Pa Dha Sa going on. So in a Drupad, start with the Sa. Okay. Go towards down direction. What note you will find? Dha. Just lock your limit here. For maximum time, try to improvise these two notes only. No any third note will be there. Okay. After you have done with the Sa and Dha, you go to the third note. Okay. Now you have Sa, Dha, Pa. Whatever you do, just make improvisation in this raga. No Re, no Ga, no Re, different this type. Okay. Then you go to the Ga, again your limit is closed. Okay. Whatever you do, just try to make it this. So this is called up to whatever limit you are there. For vocal or other instrument, you can go for Sa, let's say. For flute, we have only Pa. We cannot go down to Pa. Okay. After that, what you will try to add? You will try to add Re. So now you have Pa to Re to improvise. Okay. After that you add Ga. So every time you add one note, you lock the limit, and in the same notes you just keep on improvising. Okay. So this is called note to note improvisation. Okay. At a time you will have whatever fixed note, in that only you will keep on improvising. Okay. That is okay. That can be in other forms also, but this improvisation in the alap is take very long. Okay, when you go very one note, again you improvise, then they go for second note, again you improvise. So the alap can go up to half an hour, 1 hour, like this, as much as you can improvise, and that is your objective, to improvise raga more and more. Okay, so the first part in Drupad is a alap. Okay, it has nothing to do with a tempo. There is no any time cycle there, no metronome, no tabla, no pakhavaj, nothing, only notes. The alankar is with a beat. Okay. When there is a time fixed, like Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, this is a time associated with say. But if I say Sa, Re, take as much time you want for Re, take as much time you want for Sa. There is no any time there associated with the notes. It's only notes going there. I give you example. See. Suppose I play Bhupali. There is no any time associated. You have to play Sa for this time. Sa, Da, Sa. This is time. But if I play Sa, Da, Sa, these are only notes. There is no any time signature with that. That is called alap. Okay. And in that you just take one note at a time. You improvise in that limit. Then you go for the next note. Improvise in the same limit, and this way. So it takes, the alap itself can take up to half an hour, 1 hour it can be. Okay. Okay.
Alap means without time.
Without any timelines, without any time beat, without any beats.
Ragam paadida. Karnataka Manodharma, sir, could you explain Manodharma?
I don't know about Karnataka.
Manodharma, no. Generally Manodharma, improvisation.
Okay, it's an improvisation.
Improvisation.
So improvisation means, see, I can improvise the raga with time also. Okay, I will give you the example over this. Improvisation is a rag vistar or swar vistar. Okay, that improvisation can be done with the time, without time also. Independent of the time also we can do, and with the time also we can do. Okay, that will come on that thing. So this is the alap. Second is a jor. Okay, this is the example. So what is a jor? Again you do the same thing, sa to dha to pa to ga, improvisation, but there is a time associated with that, and that time is mostly 4 beat per bar. Okay, what we call as a 4 beat cycle, like this. See, now I will improvise the raga, but with the time and with the beat, like this. One, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Sa dha sa. See, there is a time involved. Da sa. Sa da sa da pa sa. So every time when you are playing a phrase, it has to be with the beat, and your statement should be finished in a 4 beat. It cannot cross 4. Okay, see, 2, 3, finish by that. Sa da sa, finish. Da sa, da sa da pa. Pada sa, finish. I am not crossing 4. I can finish with it before 4, but I cannot cross 4. So this is called jor. Again, the improvisation is there. What we are doing is a improvisation. Okay, but it's a time, with the time, being with the time we are doing. So that is called jor. Okay, so the second part in a Drupad is a jor. First was the alap, then jor. In the jor also we start the same journey. From sa you go down dha, you go down pa, then you add re. So same blueprint again, but with the time. Okay? Yes. After that again we will have the same round. That is called jala. Okay? Now what is a jala? So first thing, when somebody is singing Drupad, they don't sing the name of the notes. Okay? Even they are doing alap, even they are doing the jor, they not say sa da sa re ga, then they hardly go for the notes. Okay, they use the nom tom bol. Okay, so the nom tom is a different kind of alphabet. De re, dana, tum, all this kind of alphabet. This doesn't convey any meaning, but they go with those names instead of giving the name of the notes. Okay, deen dana dara dara dare dare dum. Okay, so they are singing the notes, but with that, not with that name. So when there is an alap, it's a very slow. In a jor, they are somewhat faster. But when they go jala, they are so faster, and they are repeating the same notes. Okay, dim ta na 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 dara na dara dara na dara na dara dara na dara na dara dim dara na 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 dara na dara da sa 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 sa. This kind of characteristics you have when you play jala. Okay, so yeah, sorry.
Like in that, the
Tanam. Okay.
Veena improvisation.
Okay. So when this concept, actually this is a purely vocal concept. Okay. When it was adopted in a string instrument, because that time the string instrument were the king of the instruments. Okay, like sitar, sarod, or for them it was very easy to do. Like when they have a stroke, they go up to down, down to up. So that's how the Drupad pattern was so much taken in the instrument like sitar, sarod, all these our Mayar Gharana people, starting with Baba Alauddin Khan Sahab, then Pandit Ravi Shankar, Ustad Ali Akbar Khan Sahab, okay, all they played purely Drupad style because that suits their instruments, to especially the Jala. Suppose if you are playing Drupad, but if you are not able to play Jala, then there is an incomplete performance, okay, and that was the reason that flute was only being played in a Khayal way. We see what is a Khayal, but that means the Jor and Jala was not the concept in the flute before. Flute was being played classically, that too, by Pandit Pannalal Ghoshji. They were playing already, they have already started playing flute as a classical instrument. But they were not playing Jor Jala because it was no concept was there to split the note that faster. Suppose if you use gamak, doesn't replicate the same thing because it adding the one more extra note into it. Okay, you do tapping that again, doesn't make the same sound. Okay, then Guruji came, he also learned the flute without Jor Jala and everything from the Prasanna families and all this. But when he decided to join Mayar Gharana, because he wanted to play flute in a Drupad style, okay, and then he had the very first challenge how to play Jala. Okay, Alap you can play, Jor you can play, but how to play Jala? And then he invented this tonguing technique, okay, where your finger are not doing anything, your blow itself splitting it to the different multiple notes like this. This is the Jala. Okay, so it is like a Jor. All the characteristics like a Jor, that it has to be a 4-beat cycle. Okay, the tempo is faster than Jor, but main thing is to repeat that note very quickly. Da zag 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 da re 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 da zag 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 da pa 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 da daga daga sa daga daga de daga daga da daga daga da daga daga da, which was very easy with the string instrument, but not with the flute. And then he invented, and then this becomes so popular that not only in the classical music, in every kind of music, let it be film music, let it be a semi-classical music, that people they started just playing like anything, even though they don't know this is a Drupad thing that we are playing. Okay, but it becomes so popular. Nowadays, what happened that people who are not following Drupad style in a flute, even they perform without this Jor Jala. Okay, the audience they don't feel the performance is complete. Okay, because they want this Jor Jala to be there. Okay, so that is the part of the Drupad, and the fourth is a composition. Okay, then we come to the composition. See, till now Alap, Jor, Jala, you are the only person performing. That is the main thing about Drupad. Okay, you don't need any accompaniment except the Tanpura. No any percussion instrument. Though you are playing into beat, though you are playing all this, laikaris, everything without any percussion instrument. Okay, that gives you the freedom to be solo there. And at the last you have an accompaniment on the pakhavaj. It's like a mridangam, but slightly different, pakhavaj. There you play something, like a song of the raga. That can be in a different. See, this is a 4-beat always. When you play Jor, it's a 4-beat. Jala is always 4-beat. Now, if you want to deliver the raga in a 5 beats, 7 beats, 9 beats, okay, 12 beats, then you need something percussion instrument to be played with you. That's what we call as a bandish of the raga or gut. In the instrument we say gut. When say bandish has a melody plus lyrics. Eri ali piya bena. So it's a melody, it has a lyrics. That's why it is called bandish. But for instrument, even we have a bandish, we cannot sing it. Okay. So us it's only notes. Gabadani sa pa re sa ga re ma ga then this is called gat. Okay, so when we say gat, when we say composition, when we say bandis, all has the same meaning. It's a song that you have made from the raga, like this. Okay, and there you have pakhavaj with you to improvise with that. Okay, so see, you have a alap, you have a jor, you have a jala, you have a composition, all this long process. Then the one raga will finish. It may take up to 1 hour, 2 hours. So this is a time, this was a time when the music was not a part of entertainment. It was like a part of day-to-day cycle. You know, like we do yoga, we do exercise. It was like music was like that. When it came to the entertainment part, okay, then people thought, why to do this much long, unnecessary. You know, you make a alap little shorter. Instead of doing Jor Jala solo, you play with the tabla or any other instrument, so that the two accompaniments are there already. No, they can come earlier, and then you can start playing it or delivering it more better. And that's how the new style of music came. That is a khayal. Okay. Now what is the difference? In a khayal you have alap, but not as long as Drupad. Okay. There you can go phrase by phrase. Phrase by phrase. Here it was note by note. Okay, so here you go phrase by phrase, means in one phrase you may have 2 or 3 notes. In a second phrase you can again have 2 or 3 notes. Okay, and this way if you go alap, it may take up to 5 minutes maximum or 7 to 10 minutes. Okay, not as long as the Drupad style. Okay, after alap, they want the accompaniment to be come together sooner. Okay, after alap immediately. Okay, so there is a tabla there. Okay, when the accompaniment comes into the picture, it is called composition. Okay, so no Jor Jala, directly the composition. But you cannot just start the composition in the faster way, because you have a very short alap. So you need the improvisation to be very slow. So there is a composition with a slow tempo. Okay, and when the tempo is slow, the one cycle, let's say it's a 16-bit cycle or 12-bit cycle, it can take a long time to complete. Okay, so long in the Hindi is called bada. Okay, so this composition is called as a bada khayal. Okay, so see what is the difference? In a khayal style, you have a short alap followed by immediately composition. There is no Jor Jala concept there. Okay, but the composition should be slow, because still you have to open the raga. It's yet to done. Okay, so there you have a slow tempo composition, which is known as a bada khayal. After that you come to the medium tempo composition, which is equal to the composition in Drupad. So this here, the alap Jor Jala is completely converted into alap and bada khayal, short. Okay, then the composition in this composition is almost same. Okay, many times Drupad, like we people, we follow Drupad style, but we play the khayal compositions also, because from this stage we are same. Okay, and then it comes to composition, medium tempo composition there. So when somebody is going for khayal, okay, there is a alap, slow tempo composition and medium tempo composition. But when somebody is going through Drupad, so alap, jor, jala composition. Khayal people, they have to have accompaniment. Okay, without accompaniment they cannot do for long time. Whereas in a Drupad, even if the accompaniment is not there, by just playing alap, jor, jala, you can finish the rag. Okay, composition is just delivering the rag in a different beat cycle again. Okay, but your solo part is more in the Drupad, whereas in a khayal is always like accompaniment. You need to have accompaniment there, tabla player for sure. Okay, now what about us? What we are going to do? We are going to have both of this. Okay, majorly we will be follow alap, jor, jala, but accompaniment we will have like a khayal, that is a tabla. Because for Drupad the accompaniment is a pakhavaj. Okay, we use the tabla as for our accompaniment. Okay, so from this part, the composition part, we are much like a khayal people. But up to before that we have alap, we have jor, we have jala. So our DNA is like a Drupad, but we have a cloth like a khayal. It's like that.
We play only short khayal.
What? Bada khayal is not there. That's what I am saying. The first half is a purely Drupad, alap, jor, jala. So when you play alap, jor, jala, bada khayal, why we need bada khayal? Because we haven't done the long alap there. Okay, in bada khayal mostly they do alap. Just at the end they play the composition or sing the composition. Okay, but we have so long alap there before. Okay, so we don't need a bada khayal. We go alap, jor, jala, directly we go for the medium tempo composition. Okay, because they didn't have Jor Jala, they didn't have longer alap. That's why they go for Bada Khayal, just to set the mood of the raga first, and then they jump into the medium tempo composition. Okay, so now whenever you listen to any artist, let it be a vocalist or instrumentalist, okay, through his performance try to understand which type of raga he is delivering, either he is from Khayal or he is from Drupad. Okay, the ratio is in today's era 9 out of 10 artists, Indian classical, they are following Khayal. Okay, you see all the pictures, all they are Khayal people. Okay, except Shiv Kumar Sharma, Ravi Shankar. Fine, because that's the demand of the time. People they want Khayal more because it's a more tayaridar, more preparation you need. Preparation which means you have to run from the starting. Whereas this Drupad is like slow baby rising, then getting edge. It's like totally a long process. So to learn the music, Drupad is very good. Okay, if you can perform it without making audience boring, then it is a good. Why Guruji and Shiv Kumar Sharma ji, why they become so popular? Because they are playing in a Drupad way, but making it very interesting to listen. Otherwise, Drupad is very boring, very slow. Even the musician they cannot listen for a longer time. They go sleep. Okay, so if you can, by considering the what we say the seriousness of Drupad, if you can make it entertainment, then this is the best combination that you can do. That is more possible with the instruments. So nowadays the vocalists are very few. You can just count on the fingers that how many Drupad vocalists are there. But instrumentalists are there many. Like a flute nowadays, everybody playing in a Drupad style, Alap, Jor, Jala composition. Sitar, Sarod, all mostly they are following the Drupad style, because in an instrument you can make it more what we can say entertaining. But in a few like Dagar Gharanas and they purely play it as somebody is singing Drupad. Okay, so their playing is totally like a Drupad. But here they have modified little bit. Okay, they are having, as I said, they have the DNA of Drupad, they have clothes of Khayal. That's why the people are more getting engaged with this kind of music. Okay, but in our learning, it's always Alap, Jor, Jala and composition, which is mostly a Drupad style of playing and singing. Okay, so this was the last theory. Now we'll go and play the rag. Yeah. Tans, yes. Tans, see, first we need to understand improvisation. What is improvisation? When we are using the same note, we are making again and again the more and more phrases. That is called improvisation. So when this improvisation you are doing with the tabla, in the fourth part of the raga composition, that is called tan. The normal improvisation is you improvise and you go ahead. The tan is you improvise and again you come to the composition. Okay, suppose if I am playing alap, I will keep improvising. There is no any point I have to come back. Okay, in a jor also I am keep on improvising. But in a composition, what happened? We improvise, again you come to the composition, whatever it starts from. So then that's why it is called tan. So it's nothing but an improvisation. Normal improvisation we do. Okay, so today's our practical topic is to play alap, to play jor and to play jala. Composition will go tomorrow. Now you decide which raga you want to go for. We'll go any raga.
शुद्ध सरंग
शुद्ध सरंग थोड़ा अभी के लिए डिफिकल्ट हो जाएगा, मतलब उसका एक एग्जांपल ले लेंगे, क्योंकि उसमें वो दैवत का जो रोल है ना वो थोड़ा डबल रोल है. वो असेंडिंग में आता नहीं है लेकिन उसकी पकड़ में निधसानी रहता है, तो उसको हम बजाएंगे. थोड़ा कुछ सिंपल पहले बजा लेते हैं.
चलो स्टार्ट विद द सिंपल रागा भूपाली.
सर वी प्लेड भूपाली yesterday, no?
ओके.
दुर्गा.
हाँ, दुर्गा कैन बी एक वन ऑप्शन. और एनी अदर रागा? यमन. Okay.
Sir, I think Yaman.
Yes. We play two raga, Yaman and Durga both. Okay. If you want to take break, you can take. So in first half we play Yaman, second half we'll play Durga. Okay. And there is one more request to know about Suddha Sarang. That we'll also explain what is Suddha Sarang. Sir, okay. Anything that I missed or anything you want to add? Okay. Okay. So for Yaman, see what is the ascending?
Sir, 5 minutes break.
Okay, 5-minute break. Okay. Meanwhile, people they can tune the instrument. Play sa. start little sharp. Na. Correct. Everybody please play sa. Very good. Pa. Ga. Very good. Middle octave pa. Again. Very good. Higher octave sa. Very good. Sa. Pa, higher octave. It's sounding flat. Okay. Okay, all set? Fine. Now, what is the ascending descending? Yaman? Ascending is Ni, Re, Ga, Tivrama, Dha, Ni, Sa. Descending Sa, Ni, Dha, Pa, Tivrama, Ga, Re, Sa. Now come to the notes that we have. So we have Pa, Dha, Ni, Sa, Re, Ga, Ma, Pa, Dha, Ni. So we have lower octave Pa to higher octave Pa notes available in our flute. Okay. So as I said, from where we start with the Sa. But in Yaman, you take care that Sa and Pa should not come in ascending. That means after playing them, you should not go high. Okay. And what will be your first two notes to improvise? Sa and Ni only. Go in the down direction. Okay. So first you will be improvising Sa and Ni. After that you will be improvising Sa, Ni, Dha. Then you will be improvising in Sa, Ni, Dha, Pa. Okay. After that the Re will come, Ga will come, Ma will come, like this. Okay. So our first objective is to improvise between Sa and Ni. Okay, I will play one phrase let it complete fully, then after you play. Okay. ट्यूनिंग एक जैसा लाइन ना वेरी गुड सानी very good. Very good. See, this is called improvisation. We are not playing dha, not playing ipa, only ni and sa combinations. Try to make in more combinations here. Ni ni sa ni sa. This is a khatka. A khatka we are playing re sa ni sa. Okay, so don't consider we have introduced re. No, it's a sa only. It's a just ingredients notes there. Okay, so as a ornamentation we can use the nearby notes, but not as a main notes there. Okay, so this is khatka of sa. Reza nisa, ni. That resa nisa we consider as a sa, ni. Again, this is not a dha, it's a ni only. Ni sa. Now this sa is made up of dasa nisa sa. So again it's a sa, it's not a dha or it's not a ni, it's a khatka of sa. Sa ni sa. Okay. After this, now we are going to add dha. Okay, so now we'll have sa, ni and dha. This frame now we'll improvise. Again. Sa is a khatka. Ni da ni sa ni. Da da ni ni sa. Da ni 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 sa. We can even play more 5 minutes within this same limit. So that should be the objective when you are practicing, that for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, I will not go beyond the, I will not go beyond pa, whatever your limit is. That is the improvisation. Okay. If you think, okay, I will play sani da pa, I will play re sani da, then very soon it will complete. Try to make yourself in that boundary and keep on improvising the same notes. Change the phrases. The phrase should not be repeated, but using the same notes you try to play more and more with them. Okay. So after the what will be the next note? Pa. Okay. So sa, ni, dha, now pa. So we'll improvise in this limit. But one limitation with the pa which have in this rag is, after playing pa we cannot go to dha. Okay, we cannot go to ni. Okay, so what to do if you are on the pa? First option, you can go to sa. This raga allow to go from pa to sa. So no pa dha, no pa ni, but pa sa. That we can do. Second option, you finish your phrase on pa. You know, remember the neutral note. Okay, ni da pa. You finish it. New phrase you can start from anywhere. Okay. The third option, if you can rotate the flute down, it can play Tivrama, okay, which is the down note to pa, okay, and from ma you can jump pa and go to dha directly, okay. So these are the three options. First, pa to sa you go. Second, you finish your phrase on pa. Third, if you want to play continue after pa, then you go to ma, okay, and then you directly omit pa and come to dha. So pa ma dha, then your pa is in descending, okay, but that option will go very rarely. We mostly either go to sa or we mostly finish our phrase on pa, okay. I will mention it, okay. Let's start. Yeah, we can use this also, this tuning hole. If you can just close with the thigh like this. But again, it may not be practical every time. So what we do, we rotate the flute inside, okay. So rotating the flute inside decrease your frequency and it becomes pa becomes ma there like this. Okay, that we'll see later. Now again improvising sa ni dha pa. Play after me so that everybody can hear. Now play. Sa ni da 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 sa ni. Once you have done the alap or anything improvisation in your particular limit, there is a one technique to show that I have done with these notes. That is called mohra. Okay, see how we play this. So suppose I have done with the sa ni dha pa. Now I want to conclude it. Okay, so I will play like this. So it's like a jor, where we have 4-beat cycle and the next cycle first beat, what we call as a sum. So there you play in a beat. Sa 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 ni ni da pa sa. In that phrase, you try to accommodate the notes that you have done the improvisation of. Okay, so it starts with a sa. Sa 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 ni ni da pa sa. Mohra, M-O-H-A-R-A, Mohra. Okay. When to play? When you are done with those notes. Okay. And you want to add a new note. The question is, can you do this Mohra for every new note? You can do. But generally we do Mohra when you have so much of improvisation. So after playing just one note improvisation, it may not be that long. Okay. So generally we do after improvisation of 3-4 notes. Okay. I did Sa to Ni, then we added Dha, then we added Pa, then we played Mohra. Suppose if you play one note improvisation for so long, okay, let's for 10 minutes, 50 minutes, then you may play the Mohra for that also. Okay, so Mohra should come after a long improvisation there. Okay, now after playing Mohra of Sani Dapa, this is time to add a new note, but we don't have any note in the descending. Okay, because our limit is a Pa. For other instruments and vocalists, they can go adding Ma, Ga, Re up to lower octave Sa. Okay, but for us the lower octave Pa is the last note. Now we have to add from middle octave. Okay, so which note will come now? It will be Re. Okay, so now your limit will be from lower octave Pa to middle octave Re. But for playing Re, you remember, you cannot go Sa to Re. If you play Sa Re for Yaman, the Sa will come into ascending, which is not allowed. So whenever you are going higher than Sa, you omit playing Sa. It should be from Ni to Re there. Okay, so that will see how to omit Sa. Okay, so now our new note will be Re, and all those notes that we have, there will be there. It's not only Re will be playing, we will be playing Re along with those all down notes. Okay. Ni, ni, re. Dha, ni. Ga, ni, sa, ni. Da, da, ni, ni, re. Da, ni, dha, ni, re. So when we are introducing a new note, the few starting phrase should always going to that note, just to add, see, this is a new note, like that. Okay, once you have introduced, then you can roam in anywhere in that limit, but the starting phrase should be going and hitting that new note every time. So re, ni, re, da, ni, re, sa, ni, da, ni, re. It's called the introduction of the note. Then it becomes a regular, and then you roam around Re to Pa anywhere after that. Re, ni, da, pa. Ni, re, ni, da, pa. Pa, sa, improvisation, if you are coming and staying on sa, okay, that means you are closing the improvisation. So if you want to continue working on that limit, then don't stay on sa. Okay. If you want to conclude that limit, then only you go and stay on sa. So if I play ni da ni re sa, that is I am about to done with re. Okay. But if I want to continue, then immediately change the note from sa to some any other notes. Okay. Ni da ni re sa 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 ni. Okay. So sa is like a full stop. Change the paragraph. But if you stay on other notes, they are like a comma. Then there is still possibility that you will improvise in the same limit. Okay. So by what I want to convey, if you are improvising, don't stay on sa. You can use the sa. Okay. I can play like this. But staying note should be different than sa. Okay. Once you will start staying on sa, that means it's done. Okay. Then you have to switch to the next note. So try not to stay on sa while you are improvising any particular note. Okay. So after re, we are going towards ga. Okay. See, what I am playing is just a 10% improvisation, because if we go playing only pa to ga can take 1 hour. But I am just trying to convey how to improvise. Okay. That's why I am adding the note very quickly. But in your practice, each note you play for 5 minutes. If sani dapa you are playing, adding re, play for 5 minutes in that limit. Adding ga, play again for 5 minutes. Okay. Not more than 5 is possible, not less than 5. Okay. So this way you are adding every note and improvising for minimum 5 minutes in that limit. Okay. Now adding ga. So re re ga. sa ni da sa ni. Now suppose I want to play Mohra for this limit, pa to ga. See how I play it? Sa 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 ni re ga re ga sa. Once again. Sa 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 ni re ga sa. Okay. Now it's turn for ma. We have done with ga. Now it's a ma. Tibra ma. Yes. Mora. Do we need to? It should be in a 4 plus 1 beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and up to this you should be hitting that last note what you have done. After that you may not be at the sa. Suppose sa 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 ni da ni re ga. I am at ga right now, but your mohra should always come to the sa. But after this sum, after this you go to sa with the alap. So sa 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 ni da ni re ga sa. Okay, so it has to finish on sa, but it should be hitting that last note within that 5 beats, like that. Okay, and it should not have the notes beyond that limit. Suppose I have done with the ga, in your mohra should not have ma pa notes like that. Should be going up to the maximum note that we have improvised till. Okay, now it's done for ma. Ni re ga ma ma ga. For Yaman, ma is not a good resting point. If you can rest on ma, it won't sound good. So either you go to ga or you go to pa. But we haven't introduced pa yet. So mostly your ma will finishing on ga there. Okay? Ni re ga ma ga. Ma re re ga. Come to other note, not on sa. Okay? da ni re sa ni. Ni re ga re. Ni re ma ma re ga. Repeat. Ni re ma ma re ga. Ni re ga ma re ga. Ni da ni re sa. So it's a end for the ma because we come on sa. Ni da ni re ma re ga ni re sa. Okay. Now it's time for pa. Ma we did. Now it will go for pa. Ma ma pa. Re ga re ga ma ma pa. Ni re ga ma pa. Ma pa ma pa ma pa ma re ga. Ni re ga ma pa ma re re ga ma pa ma re ma ga. Pa ma re ma ga. Ga re ni da ni re. Ga re ni da ni re. Ni re ga ma pa re. Sa pa ma ga re ni re sa. Now suppose I want to play Mohra for this up to pa. Sa 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 ni re ga ma pa re ga re ni sa. So up to pa we are into beat. Sa 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 ni re ga ma pa. After this is alap. Pa re ga re ni re sa. Okay. The next note is dha. Okay. So, but when we go to dha, should not go through pa. Okay. Ma pa dha not possible. What you should do? Ma dha. Okay. Then you come and rest on pa, ma dha pa. Okay. But pa should not go towards dha or ni. Fine. Ga ga ma dha pa. Ga ma re ga ma dha pa. Ma dha pa ma dha pa. See, we are playing ma dha pa. We are not playing ma pa dha. Okay. Ma dha pa re ga ma dha pa. Ni re ga. Ni re ma ma. limited role in a Yaman because it's just come to show the pa. Ga ma dha pa, or it can go for ni. Okay, so improvisation for the is a limited. You should try as much as possible, but it's a limited than other notes. Then it comes to ni. That is very important in Yaman. Ma dha ni. Ga ma dha da ma dha ni. Ni da ni pa. Mada ni 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 pa. Mada nida sa ni pa. Sa ni pa ma re ga. Nida sa ni pa ma dha pa re ga. Dha ni re ga re sa ni. Dha ni re ga ma pa re ga re sa ni. Ni ni da da pa sa. Now Mora. Sa 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 ni sa ni pa re ga sa. Or we can go to knee through the notes. Sa 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 ni re ga ma da ni pa re ga sa. Okay, see, we played up to ni, and when we finish the middle octave range, so ni is the last note of the middle octave. Okay, after that the higher octave starts. So when you have improvised in lower octave and middle octave, that is called the sthayi part of your improvisation. Okay, like a ground floor. Once you enter into the higher octave, that is called Antra. Okay, that is like a first floor. And when you have entered the Antra, there are 2-3 things we need to remember. That you can come down, but you should not stay in the middle octave sa, because the middle octave sa is a home for the sthayi. Same way, the higher octave sa is a home for the Antra. Okay, so now see, whatever we are doing, we were finishing on the sa middle octave. Now the same role will be played with the higher octave sa when you are into Antra. Okay, so when we are playing Antra, never stay on middle octave sa. You can go down, come up, but always stay on the higher octave sa. Okay, in the higher octave we don't have much notes, sa re ga ma pa, only 5 notes. Okay, so along with the lower octave notes also, middle octave and lower, all. So when we go Antra, we have lower octave, middle octave, higher octave. But our concentration should be more over the higher octave. That means your notes should be having more into higher octave. Okay, see, just I am playing it just to understand how. So first you have to go and stay on to the higher octave sa. That means you are entering into the Antra. Okay, like this. Let's play together. Ga ma dha ni sa. Okay, this is the sign that we are entered into the Antra. As soon as you start staying on higher octave sa, that means you are in the first floor now. Okay, so now onwards don't stay on middle octave sa. Okay, you can use it, but always stay on higher octave sa. Ma dha ni sa. Ga ma dha ma da ni sa. Ni re ga ma dha ma da ni sa. Sa ni da ni re re. Re ni da ni This is called showing the octave. Okay. So when you are in Antra, you will have the same note down middle octave also. Okay. So try to reach and connect those two notes. Suppose if I am showing this one re, sa ni da ni re re, I should try to connect this with the middle octave re sometimes. So from higher octave re to middle octave re, this one, with some meaningful phrases between them. So sa ni da ni re re ni pa re re. Pa pa ma ma da ni da ga re ga. Ni re ga re ma ga. Once we have done the alap in the higher octave up to pa, then our objective is to come down from first floor to ground floor. Okay, that means to middle octave sa, but step by step. Okay, so sa to pa, then to ga, then re, and then you come to middle octave sa, and then it will be end of the alap. Okay. Sa ni da ma pa. Sa re ni da ma pa. Very good. Ni re pa ma. Play. Ni re pa ma. Sa ni pa ma. Ga re ni da ga re ga. No problem. Okay. See, so what we have improvised is, let's say, only 5% of Yaman. What are the possibilities are there? Just 5%. It took 1 hour for us to do. Okay. So the only thing that what I want to convey through this alap, that there is so many possibilities between 2 notes, 3 notes, 4 notes, 5 notes. Your objective is to play and identify and explore those possibilities. What I can do with Sanida, what I can do with Sanidapa, more and more. Okay. By taking the consideration of the raga, that you should stay more on ni, you should stay more on ga, if it is come. Otherwise, don't worry about that. Just think of more and more phrases that you can make of this. Okay. After that, you can easily cut out. Okay, this phrase is technically Yaman, but it is not sounding like Yaman. Okay, let it be some other phrase. Okay. But your objective when you are sitting for a practice is to have set your limit of notes, play for maximum time. Then you just add 1 more note. Again, you play it for maximum time. Okay, and this way you reach up to higher octave pa, then you come down. That's the end of alap only. Okay, now the same full circle we do again with the beat. Okay, that is beat in our mind, 4 beat. That is called jor. Okay, then again we start with sa ni, then go to dha, then go to pa, go to re, full circle. Okay, third time you again do this with the tonguing, that becomes jala. Okay, and fourth time again you do the same thing with the tabla, that becomes composition. So if you have a good alap, okay, the rest of the things are already done. You have that material to play. Just you need to put them in a different format. Okay, if I can play alap for 1 hour, so I have so many phrases. Same phrases I will put it into 4 beat. Okay, that becomes jor. Same phrases I will play with the tonguing, becomes jala. When I say same means not exactly the same, but the same way I will explore the thing. And same way you explore with the tabla, in 5 beat cycle or 7 beat cycles, that becomes the tan and the composition. Okay, so to learn the raga best is to do more and more alap, because there you don't have any problem with the time. Okay, once you will start practicing jor, we'll see right now that you have to finish your phrase within 4. Okay, where in the alap you are free to make it longer, shorter, whatever you want with that. Okay, so alap, then it's a jor, then jala. So I think yes.
Alap should be given emphasis on pakad.
Emphasis on?
While playing alap, should we give emphasis on pakad?
On?
Pakad.
Pakad will there. Of course it will come. No, many times we have played ni re ga, pa re ga. So pakad will be embedded in your alap already. It will come through your alap. You don't need to think about pakad only. It will come through your improvisation directly. Okay. Now see the example of jor. What is called jor? So I think we should take more 15 minutes class, 1-5. Or you want a break? Okay. Then we'll leave by 1:30. No? Yeah. Because the mind is in Yaman, so it is very hard to get them wapis. See, now same thing with the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sa, sa, ni, sa. Play. Sa, sa, ni, sa. Ni, sa, ni. Ni, sa, sa, ni. Sa, ni, sa, ni, sa. Sa, ni, sa, ni, sa. Ni, sa, sa, ni, sa, sa, ni, sa, ni, ni, sa. da ni da sa ni. Dha ni sa. Very good. Sa ni sa, sa ni sa, sa ni sa. Sa ni sa, sa ni sa, sa dha ni sa. Sa ni sa, dha sa ni sa, pa sa ni sa. Sa ni sa, dha sa ni sa, pa sa ni sa. Ni re. Dha da da ni re. Dha da ni re ga. Re ni re sa. Ni da pa. Re ni da pa. Sa ni da ni re. Repeat. Sa ni da ni re ga. Re ga. Da da ni re ga. Da da ni re ga. Ga ga re ga ga re ga re ga re ga. Ni re sa. Ga ga re ni re sa sa. sa. Pa ma ga re ni ga ma pa. Ma pa ni ga ma pa. Sa ni re ga ma pa pa ma ga re sa ni re ga ma pa pa ma ga re sa ga ma da da pa. Antra. Gama dani gama dani sa. Sa gama dani sa. Dani sa re. Maga ma dama dama da ni da ni gama da ni sa. Maga ma dama dama da ni da ni gama da ni sa. re ga 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 ga. Gare zani ga. Gavada madani dhani sa. Gavada madani dhani dhani re sa. Mare gani re ga. Mare gani re ga. Zani da pa. Pa magare zani da pa. Sa pa magare zani. Zani 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 de. Ni re ga ma pa ma ga re ga sa ni re sa. Ni re ga ma pa ma ga re ga sa. Sa ni re. Ni sa ni. Madani 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 re ni sa ni. Sa pa re ga. Sani sa da da da. Gama da ni sa ni da pa ma re ga. Ni da pa ma re ga. तो ये होता है जोड़, जिसमें हम 4 मात्रा में बजाते हैं, लेकिन परफॉर्मेंस पे मेट्रोनोम साथ में नहीं होता। यही चीज आपको खुद से करना है। देखिए, ये अगर मैं परफॉर्म कर रहा होता तो मैं ऐसा बजाता, यही बजाता बस बिना मेट्रोनोम के, खुद से 4 गिनता। सेम चीज है, बस वो 4 को हमको खुद से गिनना है। लेकिन मेन क्या है, इंप्रूवाइजेशन। आप उतने ही स्वर को कैसे अलग अलग तरीके से लय के साथ और स्वरों के साथ कैसे खेलते हैं, और वो धीरे धीरे आएगा। ऐसा नहीं कि आपने आज यमन सुन लिया या जोड़ बजा लिया तो कल से आ जाएगा, लेकिन इसका फ्रेमवर्क समझिए। एक आलाप है जिसमें कोई बीट नहीं है, अभी समझ में आया उसको हम क्यों इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ टाइम कहते हैं। इसमें देखो हर चीज बीट के साथ करना है, वहां पे तो बीट का कोई चक्कर ही नहीं है ना। आप आराम से नी धम जो भी करना करिए, यहाँ पे आप जो भी काम करेंगे इसको 4 मात्रा में होना है, वो फ्रेज खत्म हो जाना चाहिए 4 मात्रा के। ओके, फिर इसमें जोड़ में आपके पास 2 चीजें हैं, स्वर भी है और लय भी है। तो लय में भी हम खेलते खेलते बहुत सारा इंप्रूवाइजेशन कर सकते हैं। ओके, जबकि आलाप में क्या लय नहीं है तो उसका इंप्रूवाइजेशन थोड़ा कम हो जाता है। यहाँ पे आपके पास लय है, तो अभी मैं ये बजाऊंगा, they had the same notes, okay, but we have a different tempo, different laya, fine. So that is the benefit over alap. In the alap, if you have garesa, you always play garesa, but here the garesa can be played in many variations because of the time involved in this. Okay, so the alap, when you do without time, without any time signature, jod when you do the same thing with a 4/4 beat there. Okay, clear or have any doubt? So when you practice, always practice with the metronome. What should be the parameter? It should be 45 BPM tempo. Tempo should be 45, and the cycle of should be 4-beat cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 again. So your phrase should start on 1, finish it by 4. Okay, it should not cross the 4. And the tempo can be anything between 40 to 50 BPM. So we just take as an example 45 BPM. Okay, not slower than 40, not higher than 50. Okay, because for the jala, the tempo should be 20 BPM higher than jor. So here if I take 45, the jala will be at 65 BPM. Okay, so then it will sound like a jala, otherwise it will sound like a jor again. So you take a appropriate tempo, after which you can increase 20 BPM more for the jala. Okay. Yes. Any question from online participants?
No, sir.
So this was the Yaman. We played Alap Jor. After lunch we played Durga with the same Alap Jor Jala. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. So let's have a lunch and then we'll meet in a 30-40 minutes. Okay.
Okay.
Yes. We'll inform in that group. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.